Hey everybody, Mark here, Backcountry Pipe. Some people have been asking about kind of my little man land down here in the basement. Long overdue for a little tour. Primarily use this in the later fall, winter months kind of thing when it's longer nights. Come down here if I get a little reading in or try to escape the kids, even though they usually follow me down, or have a pipe, which is usually after the kids are gone to bed and everything else, when time permits. So yeah, no, I'm not enjoying a pipe or anything, but I'll certainly show you my pipe and the area I have down here. So without further ado, we'll do a little tour. So here we are venturing down the steps, and basement's kind of broke up a bit, but this is kind of my area here. And it's where I kind of keep all the stuff that my wife doesn't really want throughout the house. First things first, some of you ask how I can enjoy a pipe here without complaining from my wife or anybody. I have this fan set up here, and I have this hatch, which opens up, I guess was originally to put wood in. So I open up this hatch, turn that fan on, and it blows the smoke right out, no issues whatsoever. So this is my area, and this is Manland. Keep everything over here kind of organized for my hunting things, fishing, everything like that. Big fan of totes. Got my cigar coolador sitting up there. And yeah, totes, hunting gear, some jackets. Jackets I don't really wear so much for hunting anymore. My kind of scent controlled coats and everything I keep in totes, put some pine boughs in there or whatever, but yeah, this is coats, floater coat. This was my dad's camo coat, which I still wear. It was kind of when they first started coming out with camo. That wasn't that woodland pattern. Still got my original camo coat and pants to go with it. I got this when I was 14, I believe. Still remember it as a Christmas present. Still means a lot, and I still wear it, believe it or not. So that's cool. Some hunting coats, my dad's old hunting coat. And Paul K, I'm sure you're watching this, but you're asking about my bow. Here's the recurve bow that I got this year. And it's a PSE Nighthawk. So yeah, this is, been having some fun with this. My little guy, he wasn't so much into the recurve, so he has a compound bow, but we get out there shooting around in the yard and still learning. But yeah, so here's my storage area, kind of all the different stuff that I got. Some scent wafers and things for this hunting season, and dehydrator, jerky gun, that kind of stuff. So this is what's on the one side of the room. And then we come into my area right here, which got the chair and some taxidermy and things. Just recently cleaned my 20 gauge up from the weekend. So yeah, so I'll take you around. So I have a wood duck mounted here. These are a couple of sailboats that were made by my grandfather from a solid chunk of wood in Newfoundland. And he carved all that out by hand. Actually still has the knife here that he carved them out with. So those mean a lot. And this is kind of just mementos and junk down here. Picture of my father, worked at the shipyards. Another picture you can't really see, but we had a Chesapeake Bay Retriever, an English setter. Picture him with some birds. As a hobby, my father was a taxidermist and also carved ducks. There's one that he never got to finish before he passed away. Those are a couple of his ducks there, as well as an eider here, merganser, and yeah, just odds and ends. Big Red Sox fan. Also a Land Rover fan. Love the old Land Rovers. So kind of if I ever see the old Hot Wheels cars of a Land Rover, I'll pick them up. But definitely a fan of the old Land Rovers. Some frames from me and my dad hunting. And some taxidermy. So my father was a taxidermist, and some of these animals he did, some he hasn't. since he passed, but all these ducks were all from different trips. There's, black duck, eider, wool squaw, there, rainbow trout, grouse. And I kind of changed it up when I did the basement cleaning. There's my collection of old pipe tins. Some more carvings my father did. Pictures, of course. And then there's some more mounts. Some ptarmigan, spruce partridge, rough grouse, pheasant. This is a picture that my daughter made me just this weekend when we were out. That's kind of nice. So all these bird mounts were from my father. It's a bear rug, striped bass back there. Other bass, I think it's from like 1979 is one that he had. And another rainbow and speckled trout. And then we're into the deer. So with the exception of this guy, my dad shot, which is actually in this picture right there. I believe that was on his birthday, which was November 19th, many years back. These are all deer that I've got. This guy was a midday deer. Can't quote you on the dates. This 6-pointer up here was the first deer I got with my dad in 1996. He passed away, and then a few years back when my mother decided to sell the house to downsize, she was getting rid of some of the taxidermy and never ever knew that he had a little write-up on the back of this, on the plywood of it about that day and when we got the deer. So everybody kind of teared up when we found that after all these years, but it was pretty cool. Some antlers from a deer that I got. This guy was 183 pounds, November 13th, 2006. There's another mount there. And this guy here was biggest deer I ever got. Beautiful deer. He scored I should know this. It was 142 or 162. Anyway, it made it into the big game record books for Nova Scotia for that year. That's a prize one right there. Still trying to convince the wife to let me hang it up in the living room. So yeah, so this is the kind of the stuffed animals taxidermy area where I can kind of come down and just my mementos of junk. Nice wood duck there. And I have my chair. And in here was used to be a gun case that my dad built right from scratch with the regulations here and everything. I turned it into a bookcase. And my dad's old fishing gear there, which I'll never touch, but it's all just kind of down there. And books. What do I have for books? Books about Cuba, Red Sox, and then I kind of get into some hunting and trapping books, some older books, things like that, some old magazines. I got quite a collection of old magazines of Sports of Field and Field and Stream from like the 30s, 40s. Just love the artwork on them. And then down in here, basically more hunting books, various kinds. Get over into here, I'm into my Cape Cod books about fishing on the Cape, which some really good reads there. And then I'm an Ernest Hemingway fan, so I got a collection of Ernest Hemingway books. Also Dick Prenneke. So that's my collection of books. And then we're over in here to my case. Pipes. These are all empty boxes, but just kind of save the Cubans because the price of them now, pretty much I think of the past for buying any boxes of Cuban cigars. Padrones every now and then I luck into. And this is where I keep all my tobacco canna, I guess you'd call it. So my pipe rack, starting with my Petersons. I get into my Hardcastles, Falcons, and it's miscellaneous with Dunhills, Savinellis, Mario Armolinis, BP Jums, custom builts, you name it, it's various. And I come down here. I apologize for the shaky camera. I Get another rack. My plans of this winter is building another rack to mate this because I'm getting more pipes all the time. Down here, have another rack with my Dr. Greybows and my Smoke Masters LL Bean pipe. Got a very cool couple pipes here made from Adirondack Whitetail Antler. And another briar pipe there from Buddy Joe's Neon. He used to post videos. My cigars here. And then the bottom is my tobacco cellar. Miscellaneous junk over here. And what do we have? Well, vintage tin of Condor, Gallagher's Condor Long Cut. I got into some University Flake, Spirit of Scotland, Bob's Chocolate Flake, Innerdale. Got a pouch of half and half, some good old plum pudding back there. This is the Condor plug. Some old Dark Fired, some HU Sunset, early morning pipe, and some Crinkle Flake. Then I got some pouches vacuum packed. I got a St. Bruno here, Revor plug, Condor, and some Condor Long Cut. And then open, as you can see in the back, very small, minimal collection. But I got some Revor plugs, some Haunted Bookshop, Balkan Sobrani, the Peasant Mixture, I think as Dave called it, just the odds and ends of the different blends. Captain Black Platinum, I'm yet to try this. Thank you, Alex. Some Aaron Moore, Rum Twist, Bothy Flake. I got a little bit of Black Twist here. Number 7 Broken Flake, thank you, Alex. And a plug that was made by Home Waters 1. So yeah, sorry for the spotty camera work. Not a huge collection of tins compared to some. Straighten these up after, but yeah, that's the area that I come down here to get away from it all and enjoy all the things that my wife doesn't let me have in the house. So with that, sorry for the spotty camera work. Hope you enjoyed the tour if you watched this long, and we'll see you on the next one.